What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, and a stimulus check update. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. Remember that new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you can, give this video a like for us down below. You guys are awesome. We got a new information here coming out here about Senator Joe Manchin. You know his theme song, right? Dun, dun, dun. Working here with the Democrats on a new reconciliation package, a new revival of Build Back Better, which what the name of it's going to be called, well, we don't know. But apparently he is working with the Democrats, and we've actually got some new information on it. Check this out. Also, I have a special guest appearance that will be at the end of this video, so make sure to watch all the way to the end for our special guest appearance. Yeah, so we got some new information here coming out that Senator Joe Manchin has met with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer multiple times here over the last month regarding a new stimulus package, a new reconciliation package, a revival of the Build Back Better package, uh, regarding a new op-ed from Axios here and Business Insider. You could see here Senator Joe Manchin could agree to a Build Back Better that keeps most of the Trump era tax cuts. Yeah, so what the key here is going to be, they have to get Senator Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema to agree to this, because there's going to be no Republicans that agree to anything the Democrats want here. So they have to get all 50 Democrats to agree here. So we have, it's walking a fine line here. Senator Joe Manchin told Axios he's earnestly engaged in talks with the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer over a climate, energy, and deficit reduction package, reviving hopes for action this year. Behind the scenes, as Manchin and Schumer try to repair a strained relationship, their staffs have been making progress on the contours of a climate and deficit reduction package, according to people familiar with the matter. Manchin calls the talks preliminary and respectful and encouraging to a certain extent. Quote, there could be nothing, Manchin says in an interview. There truly could be nothing. That's all I can tell you, but that Chuck Schumer has a very, very difficult job. The trust that I have in his ability to be able to move 48 or 49 other people. Manchin this week told a bipartisan group of senators with whom he's been negotiating over a climate and energy security bill that he's prepared to back tax increases in a Democrat only reconciliation bill if the bipartisan group can't agree to any additional revenue. Remember, this is the same type of process, the reconciliation process that they used to pass the $1,400 stimulus checks that Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema, both Democratic senators, that they used to pass the $1,400 stimulus checks, the monthly child tax credits, and the billions of dollars in rent assistance, mortgage assistance, utility assistance last year, as soon as Biden came into office, like a month or so later. So all of these things are possibilities here with this next package here as well. Manchin told Axios he understands why some Republican senators might conclude that a Democrat-only reconciliation package is his, quote, ace in the hole, giving him more leverage in the bipartisan talks. That left some senators thinking that Manchin may be closer to a deal with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer than they suspected, and that he can jump tracks if he reaches an agreement. Between the lines, the productive spirit of Joe Manchin's recent talks with Schumer has led some senators to believe that a reconciliation bill with roughly $300 billion in energy tax credits and $800 billion in new revenue is a possibility. And on Wednesday evening in the Capitol, Manchin met with the group, which included a whole bunch of senators, as you can see here. But this was a bipartisan group with Republicans and Democrats, as Manchin is working on a couple different bills here, bipartisan and the Democrat only bill here. So there's a couple different things moving forward here that are in the works. Could see here, this is with Mitt Romney, which is they're also working on here going forward a Republican bipartisan bill and a Democrat only bill. Senator Joe Manchin has once again expressed a willingness to discuss a reconciliation package. He told Axios his talks with the Senate Majority Leader have been encouraging, and he seemed willing to compromise on hiking taxes, something that could win over Senator Kirsten Sinema. Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema, who have both shot down swaths of the Build Back Better plan before, ranging from aggressive prescription drug pricing controls to monthly checks for parents. A key hurdle to Manchin's chief tax goal is Kirsten Sinema. She is adamantly opposed to increasing tax rates on the rich and large corporations, all but undoing a Democratic effort to roll back the Trump tax cuts. In February, Manchin said he wanted Sinema to take another look at potential tax hikes, but she didn't seem to budge. Sinema said in April that her demands for a package had not changed. Manchin's comments indicate that the two could strike a deal and potentially move the spending package forward, but at the expense of keeping many Trump era tax cuts in place. Schumer and Manchin have huddled 3 times in Schumer's office over the past month. See, a lot of this has been going on here that we have not heard about, but now some details are coming out. So, regarding that Kirsten Cinema thing, it's interesting how like one person and Joe Manchin can change the future of America. You look at like Kirsten Cinema and think like how a corporate donor, businesses, or anybody can bribe her legally. They can donate to her campaign and essentially potentially block a bill or a portion of a bill and change the future of America. A senator. Uh, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. She's a first time senator, and I'd be surprised if she'd be reelected. Honestly, her numbers are so bad, even in her own state. Um, you know, it's crazy. It's just so crazy here. But what's interesting here is that remember, no Republicans are going to vote for this. So they're just all basically abstaining here. They're making this is going to be a Democrat only vote. So like even if some Republicans like parts of the bill, say lowering prescription drug prices, uh, the child tax credit, the monthly checks for children, which there literally are Republicans that Mitt Romney and there's a lot of Republicans that like it. They're not going to vote for anything of this bill because it's just there's a it's just Republicans versus Democrats. There's a lot of back and forth here, and Republicans just want nothing to do with this bill, especially going into the elections here. So no matter what they put in this bill, Republicans just probably aren't going to vote for it. So Democrats are going to try to pass whatever they can in this bill, even if Republicans like some things in this bill. Democrats are on their own. Uh, Even if Republicans, like I said, now they could pass some things on their own that Republicans are for, but they'd have to pass them separately. Okay. They'd have to not call it Build Back Better, and they'd have to do things. Like I said, Mitt Romney, Republican senator, has a bill for the child tax credits with Republican support. And in fact, there are actually more money for children. The $4,200 per year, $350 per month for children under the age of 6, and $250 per month for children over the age of 6. And remember, millions of children have now fallen back into poverty since they've stopped the child tax credits here this year. It's it's really sad. It's really sad that this has happened. But and a lot of this is politics, guys. A lot of this is politics. There's over 40 million children and thus families that were getting these payments. This is the last year was the first year they started the monthly payments. And it was a really good system because when you get the monthly payments, it's much easier for people to not go out and blow the money in one shot. Because before that, it was $2,000 a year, but also you had to file taxes to get it. So you think about how many people don't file taxes, and a lot of the poorest people or a lot of the lowest income people don't file taxes. Okay, so that's why the child tax credits have been like a big thing now this year because well, first of all, they increased it from $2,000 a child to 3,000 to $3,600 per child. It's $3,600 for children under the age of 6 and $3,000 for children over the age of 6. So not only did they increase it by like 50 to like 70, 75% more, it's 1,000 to $1,600 more per child instead of just 2,000. It's 3,000 to 3,600. So it's a flat increase, but also the monthly checks as well. But also, you don't have to file taxes to do it. Remember, there's millions of people that don't file taxes, and those are low income people, people on Social Security, people on fixed income, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Before you could get the child tax credits, they've been around for like 23, 24 years now, something like that. Okay. The child tax credits have been around for years. Okay. But you had to file taxes to get them. Okay. So a lot of people may have not even have known about the child tax credits. Okay, just like the earned income tax credits, the adult tax credits. There's a lot of tax credits that have been around for many, many years that a lot of people might not even know about if they don't file taxes. There's a lot of people probably just missing out on money that the government would just give you if you don't file taxes. So yeah, so the problem here is if they don't pass the child tax credits, they call them the enhanced child tax credits. One is there's going to be millions of people that miss out on them because they don't file taxes. Two, even for the people that do file taxes, they're going to get a much lower amount. I mean, for the children under the age of 6, it's almost half. You're going from $3,600 down to 2,000. Okay. And for children over the age of 6, you're going from 3,000 to 2,000. I mean, that's 50% less. So, yeah. And I've seen some people say, oh, because of these child tax credits, I'm paying more in taxes. That's completely just not true. That's just somebody telling you false information or something like that because you got the monthly payments for half the year. Okay. So you got the monthly payments from June to or July to December, so 6 months. So even if you got the monthly payments, you would have got 15 to $1,800. Okay, so let's say you got a kid that's 10, you would have got $1,500. Okay, so you're still going to get the other $1,500 in your tax return. Okay, so you're still getting $1,500 on your tax return. Well, remember that normally you would have only got 2,000. So you're still going to get 1,500 in your tax return, but you also got $1,500 in your monthly payments. So you're still getting 2,000 in your tax return, which is only a little bit less, or 1,500 in your tax return. It's only a little bit less than the normal 2,000 you would have get. It's only $500 less, but you got another $1,500 in your monthly payments. So if someone's going to say, "Hey, would you rather take 2,000 or 3,000?" You'd rather take the 3,000. And if you have any children underneath the age of 6, you're getting 3,600. Trust me, you always want to take the larger amount anytime ever. Yeah. But I mean, honestly, we're really in a large risk here that they might not get past this year. And there's going to be a lot of, I mean, there's already millions of children that have fallen back into poverty because the monthly checks have just stopped. So now children aren't getting those payments every single year, or I'm sorry, every single month, and they can't get there's just literally no more money coming in. So no more money for food, for rent, for anything they were using the money for. And if they file taxes, then yeah, maybe they'll get it a whole year from now when they file taxes for the parents that do file taxes. And even then, it'll be less money. And this is just like one of the stimulus measures that are out there to help people. We think about student loan payment pause, student loan forgiveness, child tax credits, SNAP benefits, pandemic EBT, Social Security raises, the other Social Security benefit I did a video about with the Medicare Part B reduction. Definitely check that video out if you haven't seen that. I'll link it to that. So all these different things, state stimulus checks, state tax rebates, all these different things kind of add up. And I get that they're all kind of for different groups of people. I can't really control that, but I'm an advocate here for just let's help as many people as we can. And I just hate to see programs like this stop when, especially like when we talk about children living in poverty. That's so sad. I hate to see seniors living in poverty too. So sad. It's just ridiculous here, especially when we're supposed to be the richest country in the world. I almost said in America, but we're the richest country in the world. We have the money to be doing this kind of stuff. And now we're actually running a budget surplus instead of a budget deficit. We're actually bringing in more money than we're spending for like the first time almost ever. We have, or at least going forward, the president says, and actually the Congressional Budget Office says now, we're actually taking in more money now than spending, just like these states are. These states that have budget surplus, they're taking in more money as well. You've seen some of these articles that we've been reading. Um, some of these states are taking in like hundreds of millions of dollars per month excess. Now, imagine that, for the federal government, the whole country, you can see how they're taking in billions of dollars per month excess, or tens or hundreds of billions of dollars per month excess. So the government's going to be able to use this money. But the question or the problem here is going to be passing things. Now, some things, with Congress, right? Some things they can do without passing uh, executive orders or like SNAP increases and stuff. We've seen the president can just do that through I think it's through the USDA. Remember the last SNAP increase that was the 25% permanent increase? The president just did that through, I think it was through the USDA authority. So some things they can just do through government organizations. So, and that was really good. There's over 40 million people on food benefits, SNAP benefits, food stamp benefits. So again, just another group of people. You just look at these different groups of people: people on food benefits, people on child tax credit benefits, people on Social Security benefits, people just that are low income. All these different kind of groups of people, buckets of people, we just need to get as much help out as we can. Now, sometimes not everybody falls into these different groups. I can't control, who they are, when they all get help, but the more people that get help, the better. And I'm rooting for everybody here. But I will keep you up to date here when everything comes out here on our YouTube channels.
And the oven and the poo goes out. Okay?
Okay, let's show everybody what we're making.
We're making a cake.
All right.
Look at this. Oh,
We're making a cake.
don't wait for Daddy, because it's Daddy's birthday.
It's not Daddy's birthday. Everybody will think it is. All right. And we're gonna show everybody what Mommy got you. We're making a Memorial Day cake, right?
Yep. For me.
For for me.
For me, Julian.
Oh.
So I can celebrate my birthday. Because it's my birthday today.
No, it's not. Your birthday was last month.
No, we're attending.
Oh, okay.
I'm attending.
All right. Let's.
See that blue is in the stars.
You got to turn it around this way so they can see it. All right. Let's put some more in there.
Okay, but we need blue. Blue.
I remember playing with Play-Doh.
I remember playing Play-Doh.
It's got such a cool smell.
Yeah.
All right. Let's push this up here.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready to bake it?
Yay!
All right. Let's show them this little baker that Mommy got for you.
See the baker and
Right.
it can take.
Put the cake in the oven.
Oh, you need to slide in it.
Oh, okay. Slide it in. All right. All right. Now show everybody how we're gonna cook it.
Oh, Daddy. You need to bring it yellow.
Our cake's all done. Show everybody the cake we made for them.
Here's the cake.
Wow.
Nom, 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 nom. Okay, it's your birthday, Daddy.
Wow.
We're pretending it's your birthday.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see how it goes in here.
You slide it.
Oh, it goes in there like that. Huh? Yay!
Oh, it's still going.
And what are the other things you can make in here? Now, what did you make? You had cupcakes, and didn't you have sweet rolls? Can you say Happy Memorial Day?
Happy birthday.
And say we love you.
Happy Angry Birthday.
Okay, say we love you.
We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And say we'll see you in the next video.
We'll see you in the next video up here.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.